All right, so this is part two of Control Tokens Ninja with the Builder Control token. Right now, what we are about to do is get into what we think this new system Tom slash CC came up with for Control Token. We don't know the exact launch date for it. From my understanding, it's within the next week or so. But yeah, before we kind of get into it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video, and then I'm going to hear what Bureau of Control has to say about it and see what thoughts, not only what thoughts does he have about it, but how he thinks is actually going to possibly work. So let's get into it.
Right on. Sounds good.
All right.
This autocatalytic system is tiers of systems that utilize one token to benefit the growth of the whole system. How liquidity pools operate is the early buyers get all of the value in a system that is constantly fueling all of the rewards and value towards the top. As you get in later, you're getting a less advantageous entry point into that system of value. What the autocatalytic system does is it has tiers of different systems of value that create new entry points into a distinct and separate system that does not fuel the early buyers. This allows for the opportunity to become a whale in a new system each time that it happens. The early buyers at these different price points can become whales in a new system of value that allows them to have entry points that are similar to being early in the project. These distinct systems have separate sets of rewards that fuel the holders based on the proportion that they hold starting at these different price points. However, this also fuels the growth for everyone, as the value for these systems is only attained through buys utilizing that one token. And as this one token is bought, the buys will also fuel up to the top of the system. No matter what, the early buyers will always have the most advantageous position in terms of value. But through this autocatalytic system, we're able to create new systems as the project grows, which makes it more fair and more valuable to get a new position in the project that has its own distinct set of rewards as the project continues to grow, making the project far superior than most of DeFi by making it more fair and still having the opportunity to see the similar growth in your value as if you were entering into the project early, by providing new sets of rewards and similar opportunities to make significant value as the project continues to grow. You can create a more fair and sustainable system of growth, all while fueling the growth of the project as a whole.
All right. So we got that video out of the way there. Now I'll be totally honest with you. I get it, but I don't but I don't get it, right? And like I say, he's had plenty of spaces around this, and it's one of the things to where, again, I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes down to crypto. I just happen to really like this project, and I want to let as many people as I possibly can know about it, so they can possibly benefit from it. And again, even I know I'm about to ask you, I know you're not the creator of this, so anything you're about to say is purely speculation, purely your guess. How do you think this will actually work? And before you get into it real quickly here, let's just break down to possible new viewers of this, but also possible new investors of Control Token. Typically, how it works to become a whale, you have to have 1.2 million tokens. I broke down how much that would have cost anybody doing a pre-sale and how much it will cost somebody now. There's a big difference between the pre-sale and now, and not even the pre-sale, 1 month in, 2 months in, and now. And if you're a stake, you get rewards every month, and there's a big one at the 6 month, and there's a big one at the 1 year mark. There are also one coming up on month 3 that's coming up next month as well. But that's just the basis of Control Token. You stake, you get monthly rewards. To get the biggest rewards, you need to become a whale. At this point, to become a whale, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Let's see here. Let me just go here. Let's just plug it in at the bottom here. Did I do this today? Yes, I did. All right. Make sure you hit that rocket button. So you need 1.2 million tokens to become a whale. Right now, that costs you about 11.7. to become a whale, $11,749.20. With this new system that Tom/CC has come up with, you wouldn't need to put down that amount of money to become a whale. Now, with all that being said, Builder Control Token, tell me what you think about this new system that CC has, and how do you think it will actually work?
Well, my first reaction when he brought it out, or when he started to bring it out, because we still don't know all the pieces yet, was that, oh man, this is cool. You're going to be able to slice up this project into pretty much into different slices of pie. And depending on where you get in, you're going to be able to get a sizable piece of this pie, sort of. So, like, I'm really down with it. I like the idea, because it seems like the way I work it out in my mind without knowing exactly how the mechanics are going to work, is that there's going to be something built into this code or whatever they're coming up with that notices when a person is buying new, and it says, okay, if you're buying from, let's say, 1 cent up to 25 cents, all these people that buy after this point to this point, those people are going to be secluded on their little island within the same project still, but on their little island separate from the original whales of the project. And whatever new systems of rewards that he's coming up with, that value is going to go towards those people only. So you could become a whale at 1 cent at a point where someone who bought it in the pre-sale, they're like, they would have to drop all kinds of more money to get to where you're at. And you'll never, well, I guess if you're super, affluent, you could just be like, oh, I'll just buy the board, but
Right.
But it makes it so basically you got this quote unquote new project within a project coming every milestone wherever they decide to set this. Like I said, I don't know how the mechanics of it are going to work, but it seems like if they're able to make a slice here at 1 cent and a slice here at 25 cents and say this is tier 2, and then we push up and we're like flirting with 25 cents or whatever, and then they say, okay, we made it to 25, let's slice it again, and then say everyone after 25 up to 50, they get this different set of rewards for their slice of that pie. And that's kind of where I see it going. But yeah, I'm excited to hear about how it's going to work, because I don't really grasp it yet without having all the pieces of the puzzle to put together.
Yep. Yeah, same here, man. And here's the thing: my concern lasted it was very short lasting, mainly because what Tom does, which I actually appreciate about this project, the man is so transparent, it's like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Any question somebody may have, like, as long as you're coming at him like a disrespectful manner, he's going to answer your question. Just ask him. Like, if you have any questions about it, say, hey, look, man, like, I got this kind of concern, like X, Y, and Z. Like, my only concern when I first heard about this, at first I was like, man, this is great. But two, I was like, well, worst case scenario, what if I don't want to invest any more money? What if I just want to put in my money? That's all I can actually afford. Now with this new part, if people buy into it, will I still benefit from A, if I sit on my hands, or B, if I put in money? Or C, both, right? Well, you can't do both, but my point is, if I did nothing, would I benefit from this?
Mm-hmm.
And if I did something, would I benefit from it? And the answers to both of those were yes, because as he explains in the video, everything still it rises up to the top, right? So whatever somebody puts in, we don't know how it's going to work out. But if you were an early investor, and it's so crazy we're saying we're early investors, this thing is not even 3 months old yet, which is why I try to tell people,
Mhm.
You can buy today and still be early. Like it's not late. We less than three. We're not 3 months old yet. This is not your typical project in which you get into. And to your point, within a month's time, it's already dumped on you and it's sitting at
Mhm.
nothing. This thing is almost at 10x, and we're not 3 months yet. So it is still. I'm going to say it again. It is still early. But anyways, he addressed that. He was like, "Hey, look." Even if you don't do anything, you will still benefit from this new I guess like new phase he's gonna take control token through. And like I said, I trust him. I have no reason to not trust him thus far because everything he said that he was going to do, people may nitpick and say he didn't do this or do that. But in regards to, hey, look, I'm going to do my best to make sure this project is successful. I can't say that he hasn't done that. Once again, we're
Mhm.
pretty much at 10x and we're not even 3 months old yet.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like I said, we don't know the exact date this new project is going to launch for Control Token, but I did want to touch on 2 or 3 different times in which he had some type of new thing and how it has benefited. The first thing happened, I took some notes here, on September the 9th. So I'm going to go to CC's X page here. So I can actually get these dates and show people. September the 9th. Let me keep scrolling here. Let's see here. September the 9th. Wild guess. What do you think happened on September the 9th, Build Control? What incentive or new special piece to Control Token? Do you recall what happened on September the 9th?
Oh, dude, I don't recall yesterday.
No problem at all. No problem at all. So September the 9th, that's when he opened this project up, if I'm not mistaken, to Evergrow holders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Almost, yep, Evergrow holders. And I wrote down these numbers. If I'm not mistaken, we were at 0.003525. Again, I like to show what I'm talking about here. Let's have some type of proof there. CC posts a lot, which is good. Again, it's part of what he said he was going to do for the project. All right, so almost there. September 12th, September 9th. Here we go. So let's share here. All right, September the 9th. What do we got? Extra 50% extra token deal with Control Token for Evergrow. So I'm on this date here. And I'm trying to find, where were we at numbers wise? No, I saw it earlier. Where are we at? I wrote it down, guys. Trust me on this. You can go back and look at it. But it was 0.003525. Now, at that point in time, he told everybody, if you have Evergrow and you buy a Control Token, you will get an extra 50% deal. It's right here. Evergrow 50% extra. Now, what I want to do, are you a math guy, Beard, or not really?
I'm a calculator guy. I don't.
Okay. Me too. Me too. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to go to Chat GTP. We can trust Chat GTP to a certain extent. I'm going to ask Chat GTP if I invested $1,000 in Control on September 9th, how much profit would I have made? Let's see. To calculate your profit, you need a few details. Okay, the price of the Control on the 9th. Okay, perfect. So on the 9th of September, again, you guys can double check my work here. Again, I got it strictly off of the X page there. The price of Control was 0.003525. And the price of control now is, see here, 0. Okay. Is 0.09791. All right. Okay, let's calculate. All right. It's doing the math for us. Okay.
That's pretty cool. I've never done that before.
Yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. No, that's not on. $1,000. Hold on. Make sure something's right here. I must have missed the 0. 0. Oh, 00. Hold on. And I love this. You can actually edit it. So it was missing 1 0. That's a huge difference there. Now let's fix that. There we go. This looks more right. All right. So now it's broke that down. Now let's put in the taxes. So to buy in, how much? Let's go to the taxes. A 15% buy tax. All right. So let's do. In addition, calculate the 15% buy tax and add an extra 50% of tokens to the equation. Let's see what we got. Let's adjust initial. Perfect. Yep. It's doing it. I love ChatGPT. All right. So here we go. So the final result with the 50% buy tax and the extra 50% of tokens, your profit will approximately be $2,542.68. Had anybody that had Evergrow bought control token on September the 9th, when Tom was giving the extra 50% tokens, your profit will be over $2,500 right now if you invested $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you invested $1,000. Now, that's one chance. Another chance, there was a Friday push on September the 12th. Again, I'm always using CC's X page as my reference. Search for this Friday push. Here we go. Share my screen here. Show my proof here. Friday push, September 12th, for control token will last at 2 p.m. Central to 2 p.m. On the 13th, 24 hours, 50% to everyone who uses the buy model to buy and stake and control. So on September the 12th, he said, once again, 3 days after he did it for Evergrow, he did it for everybody for 24 hours. At that time, the price was, here we go. We're going to use this right here. 0.4441. Okay. So now let's say do the same thing for September 12th, in which the price of control was at 0.00, I think it was 441. What's the 441 there? Yep, 4441. All right. Let's see what we got. So 3 days later, you didn't even have to have Evergrow. Just buy and stake. Your profit would have been over $1,800 had you invested your $1,000. Your profit would have been over $1,800 had you invested $1,000. So the two big things, the Evergrow and the push for everybody. And again, he's done multiple things. I won't go through every single one, but my point is, every time he said, "Hey guys, listen, if you," I forgot to share my screen for ChatGPT here, but yeah, if you did it on September the 12th, looking over $1,800. Nothing that he says is promised, right? Who knows? Like, he may do an incentive and nothing may come of it. But so far, his track record, when he says, "Hey, look out for something, hey, do this," and there's an incentive to it or whatever, it tends to lead to profit. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why whenever this new thing comes out, this system that he has, even though I don't get it, I'm going to invest some money into it. I'm not going to put a whole bunch in there. And again, that goes back to this is not financial advice. I would tell any and everybody only invest what you could afford to lose. I don't see this happening, but if and it's crazy, I can't even say if control token went to zero, because if it went to zero, I would still get money because I'm in the rewards, I'm state, blah blah blah. But let's just say none of that didn't exist. Even if it went to zero, the amount of money that I actually invested into it, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. So it's not like I got a whole bunch of money. It's just that I didn't invest a whole bunch of money in which I didn't invest more than what I felt comfortable with. So I'm happy to where I am now. But if I lost it all, quote unquote, I'm not saying I wouldn't lose sleep, but the point is I wouldn't be too upset about it, if that makes sense. So only invest what you can. That's the point I'm trying to make. So my point is I'm going to invest what I can whenever this new system comes out, because of its track record. Every single time you would have made a profit. And again, I'm only using numbers of $1,000. There's people out there that are more blessed than us that can do a whole hell of a lot more than that, and you can do your math on it, how much profit you would have did. Or hell, if you invested half of that, just $500, do the simple math. You would have got half the profit. So, again, my main thing about it is I'm excited about this new system, even though I don't fully get it, mainly because of the track record thus far. He's done a great job thus far, so I have no reason to believe that whatever he's coming up with, that it won't work as well. So that's where I am with it.
Yeah, and one cool thing, like on top of the new tier. Sorry, I got a phone call.
You good?
One cool thing about the tiers, the new tiers, is that it's connected to well, what am I doing? Okay. It's connected to referrals. So if that's like intimately intertwined, the new tier system with referrals, then basically you get to be your own, like, personal, I don't know how you'd say, like, your own hype man. Be like, this is my referral code, and I'm working for my bags here. Like everything I'm doing, yeah, it's helping the community. Yeah, it's helping the token, it's helping build a solid foundation. But if you work hard, then you're gonna have a chance to be rewarded for it. So that's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because I totally forgot to bring that up. So whenever he does launch this, the word is that everybody's gonna get like a referral code, so to speak. And if somebody uses that referral code, you will get 10% of that, or 5 to 10%. I don't know, these numbers have been actually finalized yet. And I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And it's one of the things to where I know we are about to end here, but no matter whether no matter what coin you invest, whether it's Dogecoin or Bitcoin or whatever, right? We all want to see our bags get bigger, and a part of that is doing our part and just kind of spreading the word about it. Whether it's on X or Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, right? And we do these things for free because, hey, I really believe in this project. But then, two, if I can convince another person or two to get into it, it'll help me, and it'll possibly help them. With this, he's taking it a bit further. We're all going to be talking about control token anyways. Hey, why not you benefit from it? So, hey, look, you help spread the word forward. They use your referral code. I'm going to give you 10% of it. Again, I know I'm very new to this space, but to me, I think that's one, I think it's pretty genius. One, it'll help people work harder. But then also, two, I think it's pretty generous as well. Because he could just say, hey, look, spread the word, help get your bags big. But he said, hey, look, if you help grow this project, I'm going to help put more tokens in your pocket. So I absolutely love that. And one thing I'm going to do whenever this thing finally launches, I'm actually going to put your referral code in the body or the description of this video. And so if you actually like this video and learn something from it, I want to encourage you guys, if you're going to be a part of the control token community, please utilize the code or referral code I put in the body for build of control. I know you said you had a couple of thoughts in regards to what you will use your 5 or 10% for. Let's talk a little bit about that. So once you get your code, and I put it in the body of this, people love this video and they use your code and you get your 10%. How are you going to utilize that 10%?
Oh man, I have a few ideas, but the main one I really want to try and get into is I love doing giveaways on X. I love seeing people like I love participating in giveaways on X. So
I see that.
I love the man, what could it be me? Could it be me? Could it be me? I love that part. And I like to be someone that's actually doing it. You know, like you hear all these guys are like, I never got anything from him. Like, yeah, you're fishing for comments or fishing for, likes. All these like million follower or 100,000 follower accounts, and it's like I just want to do it for real and do it right. So that's basically what I'm thinking is splitting up whatever I get in. If I get a good solid amount in referral code, then I'll do like a third of it. I'll put right back into giveaways for the community at large, and then a third for doing the work, and then the other third I'm thinking probably doing some sort of charity work, like helping people that don't have water or electricity, or people that are at the bottom of the chain and don't really get thought of on the day to day, like those people who got to walk 5 miles or walk 2 miles to go get their water every day, and then they got to boil it, that kind of stuff. Like really people are like, I'd like to help, but I don't know what to do. So I want to try to use part of whatever I'm getting in for referrals, and being a contributing, like somebody that the community likes and has valuable interaction with them. I want to try to be that and use whatever I get to help other people. So basically,
Nice. And
kind
I,
of
and
a
I have
rabble
your X
answer.
page pulled up. I got your X page pulled up, man. I'm showing a prime example of you doing. I think you got something going on now. Within the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna get you off here. I think you got a space tonight. I'm definitely going to tune in for that. And I see you have you're talking about the giveaway, big space tonight. My bros, that BM does everybody call him BM?
Yeah.
Okay, BM will be
I don't
announcing the
know what.
winners of the token giveaway.
Yeah, I don't know where to stop with the letters because he's got BMFIC. And like,
Yeah, that's
how
why I
many
stopped at
letters do you
BM. I'm
want
like,
me
I'm
to
not reading all these letters. So, but no, that's actually that is actually pretty cool, man. No, that's one reason why I reached out to you. I see you active in the community. I see you doing giveaways, and that's pretty cool. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my 10%. I'm definitely gonna be leaving it in there, but whether I use it for myself, use it for a charity or whatever, you definitely have my mind going in regards to that. So yeah, man. Again, everybody that's watching this video, again, whenever CC gives us the referral codes and I get Bureau Controls reference code, I'm going to put it in the body. You guys please utilize that. And again, part of that money is going to be used for giveaways, which can possibly go back to you anyways if you participate in these giveaways. But then two, she's looking to help out the community, the world. And I really do like that about. And this is not just what's the word? I really believe that that you're not just talking right now. I'm gonna do a quick story because in our Telegram group, I was telling my girl about this actually about a week or two ago. I don't know if you remember this, but like probably about a month or so ago, this older gentleman that's part of the control token community, and it's kind of fun. I'm saying older gentleman. I'm going strictly off the picture, and his name is like Grumpy Man or something like that, but it could be like. I don't know. It's like an older white guy, and it could be like a black guy that's like 18 years old. Like you know how the internet is. But the point is, it's this older gentleman in the chat, and he basically was like, "Hey, just you guys be on the lookout. This one guy kind of got me. He took all of my control token. He stole it from my wallet. Blah 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 blah." Now, obviously, the community was like, "Oh man, we're sorry to hear that. How much did he take, right?" And it wasn't a tremendous amount of money, but it wasn't a little bit either. Within a matter of, I want to say, seconds or like a minute, people were like, "What's your wallet address? I'm going to replenish you." Now, here's the thing, just so everybody watching, they could be saying, "Well, you guys are idiots. This guy could have made this whole thing up." People asked him, say, "Hey, look, if you don't mind, can you show us proof?" Blah, 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 blah. And he did all that. But what I will say is before it even got to, can you send us proof that this actually happened to you? he already had 2 or 3 people that were like, how much did you lose? I'm going to give you a portion of my bag to help replenish you. Within a matter of 30 minutes, all the tokens that guy lost, he had it back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how this community is, man. Like, so the fact that you say you're gonna be using your 10% or 5% to give away to the less fortunate, I fully believe that, simply because I see that every day via our via our telegram group. I encourage everybody to be a part of the Discord, be a part of the telegram group as well. So yeah, man. Yeah, it was a pleasure speaking to you again. I know you got another space you got to get to. I'm gonna let you walk out on this. The word fudders. If you could describe a fudder in one word, what would that one word be?
Insecure.
Insecure. Okay. All right. Cool. I know that's one word. I'm glad. I like that, right? Because again, because I'm new to this space, I had to go to ChatGPT. What is a fudder? And then I was like, oh, so that's what these guys are called. Okay, I got you. Okay, so the insecure piece, if you don't mind, break down what do you mean by that, just for the people that are watching for the first time who may not know what a fudder is. You gave your description in one word. Why do you say that they are insecure?
Basically, well, I don't know. I might change the word.
That's cool.
But
You can change it.
You can. It's like a secondary effect of what a fudder does is you can tell that they're insecure. But basically, a fudder that lives up to the name, like being called a fudder, is someone who is consistently a drain on the community, of any community, really. Like, there's fudders of Bitcoin, So, like, basically someone who is trying to manipulate people to think poorly about a project.
Yep, you're spot on. If you look at your screen there, I actually went to ChatGPT and asked them. You can finish your thought there, but you're right on track. They're saying what you're saying, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, well, that's basically it. But I was just gonna go just touch on a little bit of the why.
Yeah, please do, please do.
Because I don't know why every single one does it, but it appears to me that they're trying. Like, some of them are trying to flood a project to the point where people sell and then they get their entry point locked in. So if they do their job well enough and they get enough people doubting and they sell out, then they're like, oh, thanks, bye. And then they stop. And it's like, where did they go? I don't understand. Why are they not talking anymore?
So it's like an NFL team that dogs a guy on draft day, a source that says, oh, this guy is difficult to work with, but then that same NFL team drafts them on draft night. They just was talking shit so they can get them.
Basically, seeding the crowd with doubters so that the rest of the crowd changes their mind.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's a unique perspective, and any future guests, I may not always end with it, but I always like to say, hey, how do you describe a footer in one word? Only because, again, I didn't know what a footer was. I had to go to ChatGPT. But to your point, it stands for they spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This person typically shares negative or misleading information, often to manipulate emotions and affect the market value of a particular cryptocurrency. FUD can be spread intentionally by those who want to buy in a lot. Oh my goodness! Did you read that? Did you read it on the screen, or did you really?
No. Chat GPT just knows what people's experiences are. That's what I've experienced. Like from everyone I've seen so far, they're either just angry at the creator, or they're trying to get people out so that the price goes down so they can buy in. Like, there's a lot more. It's multi-layered, but from what I've experienced, I just told you what I experienced. So
yeah, well, ChatGPT must experience the same thing. Oh man, but no, this has been great, man. No, thank you so very much for taking the time to actually to talk to me. I want us to do this again, man. Like, seriously, I want you on again. Maybe we can do some projects together. Again, my main whole thing is for us to actually help this project grow. So Again,
Yeah.
I'm so honored. I'm so thankful that you were my very first interview with Control Talks with the Control Ninja. And once again, everybody, this is the Beard of Control. I'm gonna put his X page back on the screen here. I encourage everybody to go and follow this man. Again, especially if you want some giveaways. This guy does a giveaway of control tokens. So even if you want to, hey, maybe I encourage everybody to buy. This is not financial advice, but if you don't want to buy, follow this guy. Hey, you might end up getting some tokens for free anyways, and then you can just see your money grow without you even having to put anything in. So with that being said, man, unless you got anything else you want to say, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode of Control Talks with the Control Token Ninja.
Right on, Ninja. It was my pleasure. Thanks.
No problem at all, man. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Later on.